So a lot of people ask me what it's like to take part in such a brutal, heinous crime as the one that I committed, and of course what happened after that. Frankly, I can't pinpoint just one thing, just one reaction. It was like a sequence of reactions at once.
Number 3. Leonardo Garcia Gonzalez Jr. and Victor Tovar Gonzalez. On June 21, 2006, the parents of Christopher Marcus Lampkin reported their 23-year-old son missing to the Salem, Oregon police.
It was like a sequence of emotions, a bombarding of emotions.
At the beginning of their investigation, the police said that Lampkin went missing under suspicious circumstances and that foul play may have been involved. The police investigated for over a year. Then, the police received a tip. The tip led the police to a pig farm in McMinnville, Oregon.
I will tell you this. When this initially took place, the one thing that I do remember is that I knew that I was forever changed. The concept that I was forever changed.
Police looked around the property and they came across a feeding barrel that was hidden behind a bush. In the barrel was a duffel bag. Inside the duffel bag were some body parts. One of the body parts was a piece of an arm and a watch was on the wrist.
I grasped this concept that not many people are ever able to grasp, and that concept, I guess, so to speak, the only thing that I can compare it to or use as an analogy is this concept I grasped. It was as if I understood at the moment this took place that we were all born into this collective tunnel of experience that is normality, and everybody shares this experience, and we all operate almost the same way. We have a universal emotions and such, and we all can relate to each other in that way, and anybody who was born is a part of that tunnel. But it seems as if when this happened, I was immediately extracted from that tunnel of common experience, from the collective realm, and extracted and placed inside of another dimension where I was forever isolated. I knew that I had committed something, that I had crossed a boundary not meant to ever be crossed. And it was one of the darkest feelings I've ever experienced. It was a state of hopelessness, a state of completely free falling, and you know no matter what you do, you can never make it back. And even now, with as much work as I've done with myself emotionally, psychologically, I know that I'll never be a part of that collective realm again. In my dimension, it's really hard to relate to people. It's really hard to live a day-to-day life without meaning, because I've seen firsthand a finality of death, how fragile we are as human beings. There's something about seeing somebody go that changes you forever. Doing the things that we did after unaliving him, it was something else. And I can remember every detail, every single thing, like what I was wearing, the way it smelled, just the emotions. And it was like a flood of them at once, like a sequence of horrific emotions coming at me at once. And it's made it very difficult to function out here in the collective realm. So many times I've disassociated myself from certain things because that's the only way to escape, you know. But at some point I knew I had to come to terms, and I knew I had to function. And now that I'm this far in my recovery, so to speak, I feel like I owe it to the public to tell my story, to tell these horrific stories, and so that people can learn from my experience, you know. There's no words to express the way I felt that day. It was dark, it was evil. You know, I believe that that moment was the moment that I came to believe in God, because I believe I met the devil first, you know. I know it's a dark statement, but for sure. There's so much more that I'll be talking about here as we keep on doing these. And I'm doing a lot of interviews. So if folks are interested in hearing my story, then by all means, come tap in. If you guys have any questions, yeah, go ahead and ask away. There's going to be a lot more that I'm divulging here soon. And I just want people to know that the reason why I'm doing this is to share my story for the benefit of the public. And for some reason, I also find it a bit therapeutic, you know? That said, I'm going to make this one short. All right, guys. Let's stay tuned. God bless.